Okay, well, I'm going to explain to you how the sink worked and failed, and how normal sinks work and what not. Now, most sinks are like this. S-bend. Now what happens is the water will fill up in here, about that level, and yeah, as you pour more water in, whoosh, some water goes out there, but it only stays to the bottom of the outlet pipe. And you go, oh yeah, Link, but why don't you bugger all that? Just go like this. This would be way easier. Well, you obviously haven't tried doing that. My mum knows someone who done exactly that. And all the smells from the rotten food and soap and hair and excess makeup and all that, all those lovely sort of grease trap smells all just float back up. And the smell comes through the sink and stinks your bathroom out. Doesn't really work very well. So I had to do something like an S-bend, but I realised that I couldn't get my hands in to an actual S-bend to do the waterproof coating. So how did I do it? I went like so. Now this is the dunny roll, and she'll change that a little bit higher. This is the dunny roll here, that is the box. Now this box was actually 6-sided, which posed a problem because the overlaps, I had flaming all these flaps that made up the bottom of this, and there was a leak in between those flaps because I didn't have enough waterproofing gear in those flaps. I had the flaps there, I had another piece of thin card there, I had a bit of duo flute that went actually up the sides a little bit, like that. But no, I didn't have enough waterproofing in these flaps, and it crept in through the edge of where that card was there because that card wasn't quite big enough, and then through these flaps, and then made this wet, and there was a drip every 15 seconds, and those big bits that you see, the big 4 bits that were holding up the weight of the sink, were getting dripped on. One drip every 15 seconds for 20 minutes equals this starts to get eaten away. It didn't completely fail, but I could tell it was going to. So yeah. But basically you may say, rightio, well how come you've got it like you done it? How was it going to work like that? Well, easy. The water level gets to here. You put water in, it fills up to here, it empties out the outlet pipe, but then it remains on the bottom of the outlet pipe. And all this is full of water still in the bottom of the box, which means that there's no smells which get anywhere outside of the upper part of the box because the smells can't go underwater and back up through. So effectively it's an S-bend, or by having something which is a dunny roll and a box with a pipe on it. And that's how it happened. And didn't happen.